No Fake channel checking in. It is summertime 2021. America is open for business. You got your Fauci ouchie. You're ready to get out there and party, whether it's a pool party, the beach, a cookout, a concert. Hell, you just want to get outside and breathe that fresh, raw air. You got to look good, and there's no other time that's worse than the summertime for those cravings. So on this episode of Dad's Diet, I'm going to give you a healthy, low-calorie, nighttime option to absolutely kill those cravings. And it's going to be a two-step process, so it's fairly easy. If this is your first time to the channel, give this video a like, hit that subscribe button. On this Dad's Diet session, it's not about having you have the perfect diet or have 100% ultimate restraint when it comes to snacking and eating some of those favorite foods. It's all about helping you with that 80-20 rule, making sure that you are doing 20% of the things that are going to get you 80% of the results. And the number one thing that is the worst for your diet is those nighttime pre-bed snackages. You're hot. You're sticky. It's the summertime. You want something cold, refreshing, and downright dirty for you. And I got the solution without killing your macros or your carb count. First off, step number one, we are going to be using from Nutrabio.com their Muscle Matrix Protein. Don't worry, this isn't just me having you make a protein shake. No. A big fan of Nutrabio. They have really great, clean, lean products that taste delicious and are 100% label transparent. So we've got their cookies and cream flavor. They actually have a whole line of ice cream shop flavors that are absolutely delicious. They got their pistachio, they've got strawberry shortcake. Listen, if you're looking for some of those summertime flavors to give you that ice cream shop feeling without the ice cream shop carbs, definitely check them out. I do have a coupon code. That's what I use to pick this up. NoFate2477, 10% off their entire line. But listen, it's the protein that I use for myself. I give to my wife. It's the protein that I recommend to my parents. Nutrabio's Muscle Matrix Protein is a 45% casein protein, 55% whey protein isolate. That means you're going to get all the benefits of whey protein isolate, but you're going to get that long, slow digesting casein protein. And when it comes to your digestive system and when it comes to putting on fat, what you want to do is spread out that digestion process for as long as you can. When you take in all those carbs and when you have fast digesting stuff, your insulin is spiked through the roof, and that's not what you want. That insulin spike is one of the main signals that tells your body to store extra calories as fat. So we are going to do 1 scoop of this, and we are going to mix it strong. Typically, you would use 4 to 6 ounces. I've got about 3 ounces in here of ice cold water. As far as the price point, 1 scoop comes in at about $1 per serving. I think it's like $1.01 per serving. And I think you can save money if you end up buying the 5-pound tub. Now, I'm a big fan of their cookies and cream. Their pistachio is another one that is an absolute gem. So I'm going to do 1 scoop. We are going to shake it like we want to break it. And now it's time for step number 2, Halo Top ice cream. And I got, you guessed it, their cookies and cream Halo Top ice cream. If you're not familiar with Halo Top ice cream, it is probably the best macro ice cream you can get out there. It's not cheap. This whole thing cost me about $4 at Market Basket, but it is worth it. 1 serving, which is 1/3 of this container, is going to be 110 calories, 3 grams of fat, and 21 grams of carbohydrates, but they do put in 3 grams of fiber in there, again, to slow down that digestion process. If you are looking for an alternative that's a bit more easier to find, because this isn't in all grocery stores, or if you're looking for something that's a bit more affordable, you can go with slow churned ice cream. And basically, they just pull out some of that extra sugar that's in the ice cream that you don't even notice. What you don't want to do is get reduced fat ice cream. That's not the way to go. Reduced fat ice cream, unfortunately, is they pull out the fat, but to subsidize that, they put in extra sugar. So you're just swapping devils, and you don't want to do that. So we are going to take our container and put a healthy 1/3 serving size in here. You had me at Halo. Oh, that is so good. All right, so I got about one more scoop before I get to 1/3. And what we're gonna do, you guessed it, you're smart, you're hip, you're with it. We're gonna pour this bad boy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then we're gonna layer that last scoop on top. Look at that. Oh, you wouldn't like it. It tastes delicious. Hold on a second. We're gonna take a Zach Morris timeout while I put this back in the freezer. Otherwise, this thing is gonna be melted and I ain't gonna waste it. Time back in, time to give this bad boy the old taste test. Hang on, hang on. Exactly what I was afraid of. Damn, that tastes good. Now listen, a few other small tips and tricks to help you with that diet, because again, it's not about being perfect. It's about doing the small things that are gonna get you the big results. One tip, use a small glass. They've actually done studies where people with given smaller plates but the same amount of food felt fuller quicker. That's one tip. Tip number 2 is use a small spoon. It's going to make you eat it slower, enjoy it more, and that's going to help you feel fuller without having to go back into the refrigerator, because your stomach takes at least 20 minutes for the signal of it being full to reach your brain. So sometimes you're still eating even though your stomach is already full. Now, am I saying this is the perfect dessert? No, it's not a glass of water, it's not a piece of broccoli. But sometimes when it comes to dieting, it's not about having the perfect diet, it's having the diet that you can stick to. And if something like this is going to keep you on point without sending you over the edge, it's the way to go. Sometimes when you fall off that wagon, you want to just fall off a little bit. You don't want to go all the way off. And this is going to keep you on point. I'm going to make sure I put all the macros, the calories, the carbs, the proteins, and all the fat up here so you can see where this registers and for your diet. But I'm telling you, man, at nighttime, you want something, this is good, because that casein protein is going to prolong the digestion window of this whole thing and that fiber that they threw in there. And again, that's what you want. You want to push that digestion of whatever you're eating out as long as possible. It's the best thing for you. It's the way to feel fuller longer, and it's the best thing for your body with respect to storing fat. All right, enough of me eating on camera. You guys get the idea. If you came this far in the video, huge thanks. Give this video a like. Hit that red subscribe button. If you got any questions regarding this recipe or any diet questions that I might be able to help you with, keep you on point, drop them in the comments below. Nutrabio.com has a ton of awesome flavors. I'll link it in the description. That code is NOFADE2477. It does help me out, and it's the code that I use when I pick up my products. But their pistachio, if you're a pistachio fan, you better pick up their pistachio flavor. It is legit so good, and it goes good with pistachio ice cream too, believe it or not. Hopefully you found this informative. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.
This channel is dedicated to my life as a father of 2 wonderful children, and it centers around health, fitness, and all of the tricks and tribulations that I go through to try to be a great parent to my children and still accomplish my own personal goals.